What if I told you that one of the most common vegetables in your kitchen holds a secret? A secret folk medicine has whispered about for ages, and that science is just now starting to peek at for its potential to support male vitality. Could the humble onion be a key to unlocking a better you? Stick around, because today we're peeling back the layers on a topic that's full of tradition and new science. We're not just talking about adding a little zing to your dinner. We're exploring how this powerful bulb, when used in a certain way, is being looked at for its pretty fascinating effects on male hormones and performance. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here and you're on a journey to improve your health the natural way, you've come to the right place. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because you won't want to miss what we share next. And hey, if you've ever eaten an onion, do me a favor and hit that like button. Let's see how many of us are ready to tap into the power of natural remedies. The legend and the science. For centuries, and in cultures all over the world, the onion has been seen as way more than just food. Old Indian texts and other traditions have pointed to onions as a men's tonic, an aphrodisiac, and a source of strength. But as we all know, ancient wisdom is one thing, and scientific proof is another. So what does the modern research say? This is where it gets interesting, but also where we have to be crystal clear. A growing pile of research, mostly from animal studies, has started to test these traditional claims. A 2019 review in the journal Biomolecules pulled together decades of research and found that, in male rats, eating onions was linked to some pretty big outcomes. The most interesting one was a noticeable increase in testosterone. Now, before you sprint to the kitchen and start eating onions like apples, it's absolutely critical to understand this key point. This effect needs way more research and approval in humans through clinical trials. Most of the solid evidence we have right now comes from studies on rats, not people. So why are scientists even looking at this? The theory comes down to a few key things they saw in these animal studies. First up is the onion's powerful antioxidant punch. Onions are loaded with antioxidants, especially a flavonoid called quercetin. Our bodies are in a constant fight with something called oxidative stress. You can think of it like biological rust that damages our cells. This damage can happen everywhere, including in the testes, which are the body's testosterone factories. The antioxidants in onions are thought to shield these factories from that oxidative stress, potentially helping them run more efficiently. Animal studies have actually shown that quercetin can help protect testicular cells from different kinds of toxins and stress. The second idea, again from animal models, involves something called luteinizing hormone, or LH. LH is a hormone from the brain that basically tells the testes to start making testosterone. Some of these animal studies suggest that compounds in onions might nudge the brain to release more LH, which could then lead to more testosterone. It's a really interesting idea, but let me say it again. This link has mainly been shown in animal research, and we just can't say for sure that it happens the same way in humans. Beyond testosterone. The full picture. While the testosterone link gets all the headlines, the possible benefits of onions for male health, based on this early research, seem to be much broader. It's not just about a single hormone, it's about creating a better environment for your overall vitality. One of the most important things for male performance is blood flow. Good circulation is everything. Onions have compounds, like those flavonoids and sulfur compounds, that are believed to be good for your heart. They may help your body produce more nitric oxide, which is a molecule that helps relax and widen your blood vessels, letting blood flow more freely everywhere. This is the same basic idea behind how many popular erectile dysfunction drugs work. Now, eating an onion isn't the same as taking a prescription pill, but a diet full of foods that support healthy circulation is a cornerstone of good performance. And for men concerned with fertility, some of that early animal research has pointed to good news there too. Studies on rats have shown that onion juice was linked to better sperm count, viability, and motility. The thinking is that the same antioxidant shield that protects the testosterone-producing cells also protects developing sperm from damage, leading to healthier, stronger sperm. Now, you may have heard that onions are a good source of B vitamins. Let's clear that up. While onions have some B vitamins like B6 and folate, they aren't exactly a powerhouse compared to foods like legumes, eggs, or leafy greens. What they are rich in is vitamin C, potassium, and of course, those super important antioxidants. So, to wrap this part up, The scientific interest in onions for men's health comes from their potential, mostly seen in animals, to act as a powerful antioxidant, possibly support testosterone by protecting the testes and influencing luteinizing hormone, and help promote healthy blood flow. The secret nightly ritual, and why it's not magic. All right, let's get to the method that's been buzzing all over the internet, the onion water trick. The idea, which comes from traditional recipes, is to slice up an onion, let it soak in water for a few hours, and then drink that water before you go to bed. Let's break down the logic here and also get real about what it is. First, why are certain onions recommended? Recipes often call for specific types, like red onions, because they're packed with certain antioxidants. However, research suggests that yellow onions actually tend to have the highest concentration of the antioxidant quercetin, though red onions are also a great source. The goal is to get as much of these beneficial flavonoids as you can. Second, why soak it in water instead of just eating it raw or cooked? The theory is that letting the raw onion sit in cold water allows some of its water-soluble goodies like quercetin and sulfur compounds to seep into the water. This avoids cooking with heat, which can destroy some of these fragile nutrients. It's basically a way to make a raw, potent infusion. Third, why drink it at night? Supporters of this method claim that drinking it at night lines up with the body's natural repair and hormone-making cycles that kick into high gear while we sleep. While there's no direct research that says night is better than day for this specific drink, the idea is to give your body these compounds right before its main tune-up session. Now for the all-important reality check. This specific onion water recipe has not been proven in any published clinical studies. There is no scientific paper that says drinking onion-infused water before bed will transform your performance overnight. It's a folk remedy. It's an interesting idea based on what's inside an onion, but it is not a proven medical treatment. The wild claims you see online about this being a miracle cure that makes you last all night are massive exaggerations of the science we have today. A healthy lifestyle is the real key to performance. Think of this less as a magic potion and more as one potential way to get more of the good stuff found in onions into your diet. The real strategy, it's all about synergy. No single food or trick ever works in a bubble. If you really want to see improvements in your vitality, energy, and performance, you have to look at the whole picture. The onion ritual, if you decide to try it, should just be one small piece of a much bigger puzzle. The real keys to unlocking your best self are managing stress, getting quality sleep, eating a healthy diet, and getting regular exercise. This is where synergy comes in. What if you combine the traditional wisdom of onions with a powerful herb that has much stronger scientific proof in humans? Let's talk about ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is an adaptogenic herb that has been studied way more in human clinical trials for its effects on stress, well-being, and male hormones. Multiple high-quality studies have shown that taking ashwagandha root extract can significantly lower levels of the stress hormone cortisol. This is a huge deal because chronic stress and high cortisol are famous for crushing libido and performance. On top of that, several human studies have shown that ashwagandha can be associated with a boost in testosterone levels in men. A 2022 study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that men who took ashwagandha extract didn't just report improvements in their sexual function, but also showed a real statistical increase in their serum testosterone levels compared to the guys taking a placebo. So is there any research on mixing onion water and ashwagandha? Nope, none. The idea of a 1-2 punch is just a logical guess. But the thinking is that you'd be tackling the issue from two different angles. The onion provides a rich source of antioxidants like quercetin to support your cells and circulation. Meanwhile, ashwagandha, with its stronger track record in humans, works as an adaptogen to help you manage stress and support your endocrine system. That's a much more complete and evidence-informed strategy than just hoping one unproven trick will solve everything. Conclusion. So let's bring it all home. Is the humble onion a secret weapon for male vitality? The answer is, it's complicated. The sensational claims that one simple onion trick will change your life overnight are just not true. The proof for those kinds of dramatic effects in humans simply isn't there yet. What we do have is a long history of traditional use and some early science, mostly in animals, that suggests the compounds in onions are pretty special. They're powerful antioxidants that may help protect the body, support healthy blood flow, and have been seen to influence testosterone in animal models. The onion water ritual is just one traditional way to get these compounds. It's not magic, but it's an interesting, natural way to add these nutrients to your diet. Real, lasting improvements in your health, energy, and performance will always come from a total body approach. That means a good diet, regular exercise, managing your stress, and getting enough sleep. And if you're looking for a powerful, evidence-backed herb to add to your routine, human studies strongly suggest that ashwagandha is a much more reliable choice for helping with stress and supporting healthy testosterone levels. That's all for today. I hope this honest look at the onion topic was helpful. If you learned something new and appreciate a balanced view, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to see it. Drop any questions you have in the comments below. I try to read as many as I can, and if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications so you never miss a tip that could genuinely make you healthier. Thanks for watching. This is Dr. Peter White, and I'll see you in the next video.